And a good evening to our YouTube listeners. Apologies for the delayed commentary, but here I am. And you haven't missed much. There's Chris Langvaart currently on pole position. And much faster than everybody else at the moment, unfortunately for us. But hopefully we'll see somebody take it to Chris. Peter Calden is currently in second position, but a full 1.8, or a bit more now. A full 2 seconds behind Chris. Sean Detoy has decided not to take part in the session, and Getafix Grant Hyde has joined the server. Currently, he's just done an out lap, so he'll be starting his first and final flying lap. So that's all he's got time for. And we'll see Matthew Boy with a good lap time straight up into second position, but still a good 1.7 seconds off the pace. And Leandre, I'm a lone ranger this evening. Perhaps Amrish will be joining me later, I'm not quite sure yet. But flying solo this evening. I'll do my best to cover the action at Zandvoort. This is Assetto Corsa racing the Lotus Evora GT racing car. A little bit slower than the typical GT3 car, but very nimble all the same. Lots of grip. Yeah, if you're watching this for the first time, this is SimRace South Africa. You're welcome to have a look on our website at simracesa.co.za. Register on our forum, have a look at the open racing events section, and put your name down for an event of your choice and come and join us. Everyone's welcome to. And perhaps even have a go at the Pro Series qualifiers starting the second week of September. And, that's a brand new season to finish off the year with. 2017.2 South African Sim GT Series, where you need to qualify for each round in sort of a lesser spec class before earning your grid slot on the Pro Series grid. We have concluded the qualifying session, and there's Chris Langvaart on pole position. No surprises there. But quite a margin, must be said. Matthew Boy in second. 1.7 seconds off the pace. Peter Caldenes in third. Edwin Govender in fourth position. Then it gets pretty tight all the way down to sort of eighth. Nazim Edwards in fifth. Nathan Burkett in sixth position. Daniel Becks in seventh. Egan Payne in eighth. Stefan Sparks in ninth. Hugo de Witt in 10th. So a lot of new names this evening. It's great to see. Wesley Darport in 11th position, Ryan Hill in 12th, Getafix Grant Hyde in 13th position, Sean Detoy 14th, so Sean did in fact join the server in time. Sean Layton in 15th position, and Drive Me to bring up the field in 16th position. It looks like he didn't actually put in a flying lap. So perhaps we'll have a surprise from Drive Me too. Let's see. You're watching this and you wanted to race this evening, there's another time slot. The 9 p.m. server is running, so you're welcome to join that server and book your spot on the grid for those two races. And but that's after these first two rounds that we have to get through first, of course. So 9 seconds until the drivers line up on the grid to begin the formation lap. There we go, a full grid of 8 or 16 cars. And Chris Langeveld will lead the field for the formation lap, where he'll pace the lap at around between 80 to 100 kilometers an hour. Bring them up to the second last corner of the track, or then he'll speed up to race pace and they'll start racing from lap 2. As you can see, Zandvoort is quite a tricky, tight, narrow circuit with a lot of sort of slow corners, but a couple of very fast, winding corners. And the drivers will be making sure to look after their tires. I did run a couple of laps in this Lotus Evora GTC yesterday, and I noticed with the soft tire, after around 3 or 4 laps, the rear left tire starts to overheat, and it can become very slippery. You can see the tire choices of the drivers next to their names, for S for softs, mediums for M for mediums, of course. And it's interesting to see Chris Langeveld come straight for the soft tire. Matthew Boy in second is on the medium tire. And the second to fourth position drivers are on the medium tire. And then Nazim Edwards has gone for the softs. And then 2 medium tire cars. Keegan Payne on the softs, Stefan Sparks on the mediums, and Hugo de Witt on the mediums. So that'll be interesting to see how those strategies develop throughout race 1 and throughout the following 3 races, of course, as well. It's now backing up the field for the start of this race. Let's go here at Zandvoort for race 1 of 4. And Chris has got a magic start, caught everyone out. And he's away. But there's the man in second position, Matthew Boy, is under pressure from Peter Geldernees. These are 2 South African Sim GT drivers who just finished competing in the Spa-Francorchamps final round of the 2017.1 South African Sim GT series. But they've got Chris Langeveld ahead of them, and I'm not sure they would have been expecting that, although if you took account of what happened during the last 3 open race events round, you would expect Chris Langeveld to be there. And we've got Adrian Gumwood also looking quick, but he's slowed down for some reason. We've got somebody off in the background. Who is that? And that is Keegan Payne, recovering from a spin. Actually clouted the barrier as well, and you can see a bit of damage to the front of that Lotus Evora. That hasn't gone to Keegan Payne's plan. Nathan Burkett as well with a bit of damage. And Matthew Boy sticking with Chris Langeveld so far, not letting him get away. Or is Chris Langeveld managing his soft tires? It could be. Whereby Matthew Boy in the medium tire doesn't have to be so gentle on those tires. And Nazim Edwards there currently in 4th position on the soft tire. A more aggressive strategy for Nazim Edwards, and currently in 4th position and catching 3rd place man Peter Geldernees. So we're soon have a 4-way battle for the lead of this race. I mean, more looking like a 3-way battle for second. our hoping is that they can catch up to Chris Lange out there in first position. We're going to go on board with Peter Geldenes down the main straight on the outside line, trying to go around Matthew Boy. Surely that's not going to work. No, it isn't. So Matthew Boy hangs on to that second position for now. Oh, we've got Peter Geldenes. He's got ping rate issues. He's decided to turn that Lotus Evora into a spaceship, and off he goes. Let's see if he's rejoined anywhere. Unfortunately, in fact, he's left the server, so it's a disconnection for Peter Geldenes. Unfortunately, very much part of the sim racing discipline, and yeah. Friend of mine, Cat Jams, says that sometimes we have more technical problems in our sim racing compared to the real world racing. Nazim Edwards in third position, looking to take it to Matthew Boy now. He's right with him now, trying to pressure Matthew Boy into a mistake. Oh, a bit late on the brakes there. Trying to force Boy into a mistake, but I think he might have just outbraked himself too. Let's go battle hunting and see what's going out and what's happening in the rest of the field. And, Hugo de Wit in 7th position. He's got Grant Hyde, Get a Fix in for company. Ryan Hill currently strong in 9th position. Brafme 2 top 10 for him so far. So starting at the back of the field, so a good race for Brafme 2 at the moment. Wesley Darport in 11th. Keegan Payne in 12th position after his incident with the barrier. Sean DeToy in his first ever race with his on debut. He's fighting Stefan Sparks for 13th position. Good fight between those. We'll be back with our race leader Chris Langeveld. And he's sort of edging away now since the battle between Boy and Edwards has started to develop. Quite nasty for us to watch. And go back on board with Nazim Edwards. Oh, it's a mistake by Boy. He's run slightly wide. Was that a better line? He's got a bit slightly better exit there than Edwards. Pulls away slightly. And this is a lovely right-hander. And just pitch it nicely into the apex. Point the car towards the outside though. And let it run wide. This is where you did a good drive out of this corner. Especially this is a tricky left-hander. Sort of off-camber. Oh, very late on the brakes again. Yeah, better on the brakes than Matthew Boy. So Edwards has got a good hold of this Lotus Evora GTC. Chris Langeveld is having it all his way, leading this race on the soft tyre as well. I do, in fact, think he could actually go a bit faster, but he's looking after that soft tyre. He's probably watching the tyre temperatures all the time. And if Matthew Boy can just sort of close that gap slightly to Chris Langeveld, I think he could have a run on him towards the end of the race when the soft tyre starts to go off. Matthew Boy, of course, on the medium tyre. This is the battle for 4th position. And Hugo de Wit and Grant Hyde get a fix. currently the closest battle on circuit at the moment. And we'll stick with Get a Fix. Direct there says rejoin the server, in fact, and rejoin the race as well. So, but almost 2 laps behind, but great to see him rejoin and get stuck in. Really enjoying his racing. No, Rowan in the YouTube chat, half the players haven't left. This track can only hold 18 drivers, so only 1 driver has disconnected so far. The other circuits that we race on normally can handle 24, of course. Matthew Boy has spun it, and Nazim has in fact fallen back. Can he get to Matthew Boy before he gets it pointing in the right direction? On board, Nazim is now closing the gap to Matthew Boy, but Boy's got going again to maintain that second position. But of course, the gap to Chris Langevaart has exploded now to 12 seconds. I really hope to see Chris Langevaart join the 27.2 Pro Series season starting the second week of September. I think he's a prime candidate to run in the South African Sim GT Series. And yeah, clearly a talent to watch. Hugo de Wit still leads Get a Fix for that hotly contested 4th position. Oh, and there goes Get a Fix, around he goes. Big spin for him. He rejoins. Adrian Govern's not quite close enough to take advantage of that error by Get a Fix. Another spin here by Braf Me Too. I've started at the back of the field. Was up to 7th position, but now he's fallen back to 8th position behind Keegan Payne. And I think Chris Langevaart's had a problem too. No, he hasn't, in fact. It's just the timing board jumping up and down. I saw his gap down to 7 seconds. But still maintaining the lead of this race comfortably. Now, Zim Edwards has come back for more. Currently in 3rd position. Now is caught up to Matthew Boy. After that error by Grant Hyde or Get a Fix, it is left Hugo de Wit to be lonely in 4th position. And he'll be working to catch up to Nazim Edge in 3rd position. He's around 6 seconds behind him at the moment. And just around 3 laps remaining in this race one. Get a Fix has now got Adrian Govender for company. Of course, we have our reverse grid start for race 2, where the top 8 finishes from race 1 reverse their positions and start in that order. As you can imagine, race 2 of each set is normally the most exciting. Payne circulating in 7th position. Peter Calvin is fighting his way back of the field. Just put a move on. No, in fact, he's still a couple of laps down, so he's actually unlapping himself. Stefan Sparks still in 10th position. Peter Calvinas only 15th position and last. He's let back past Stefan Sparks. Where you find Peter Calvinas is receiving blue flags. You are allowed to unlap yourself, but you need to pull away very quickly. Do not impede the other driver who is a lap in front of you. Nice run wide. This has let Nazim Edwards left him to seize that opportunity, moves up into 2nd position. And let's see if Nazim Edwards can take it to Chris Langenfeld, although he's just got sort of a lap and a bit remaining. Langenfeld about to put a lap on Sean Layton. Oh, a bit of a slide there for Chris Langenfeld. Clear. I think the soft tires at the rear are starting to let go now. He'll do well just to nurse that car home. He's got past Sean Layton, no problem. Langenfeld on the way to begin the final lap of this first race of the evening. Got Sean Dutoy off with having a moment. He's down in 13th position. Keegan Payne in 6th position. Hugo De Wit in 7th. The Payne's actually put a move on De Wit. I'm not quite sure if De Wit had an off. Now find this up behind Keegan Payne. Payne's hit the wall, unfortunately. I think he lost it coming out of the final bend. Daniel Beck's in 8th, Stefan Sparks in 9th position, Peter Calvinas in 15th, recovering. Nathan Burkett on debut, holding a top 10th position. Ryan Hill in 11th, Brav Me 2 in 12th. It is Chris Langenfeld who's about to finish this race. The first victory of the evening. There's one corner remaining for Langenfeld. to take victory here at Zandvoort. Congratulations to him. Notches up yet another open race event victory. Nazim Edwards has got Matthew Boy, who's determined to find a way past him. He will have the better run of the last corner. It's gone board with Boy. And Edwards is going to get second. So a strong result there for Edwards and Boy, must be said. Put in positions for those two. Adrian Coverdale in 4th position. But Get Fix is caught right back up into him. Coverdale will get that 4th. 5th to Get a Fix. Deacon Payne will get 6th position. Oh, and Hugo de Wit had a spin. Where's 8th place man Daniel Bex? There he is. Can he catch up to him? He's coming. We're going to go on board with Bex. Yes, he can. Shilly's going to get it. Will he find a way past? Yes, he will. So Bex will take 7th. Peter Cullinan will get 14th, of course. Hugo de Wit up into 8th position, or down to 8th position. Nathan Burkett in 9th position. Stefan Sparks will complete the top 10. Stefan Sparks improving almost every week, must be said. Ryan Hill will get 11th position. Racing for Echo Racing in the South African Sim GT Series. Brought me to 12th position for him. Sean DeToy will get 13th position, and of course Peter Calvinus rounds up the field in 14th position. In 50 seconds we'll start the gridding for race 2 this evening. That will be a reverse grid start for the top 8 finishers from race 1. 30 seconds to go before the start of the formation lap. So Hugo de Wit's spin during the final corner of the last straight is actually was a blessing in disguise, as he's in fact got pole position for race 2. Cool, Nathan just reporting back in the YouTube chat that he got hit on the rear during the pace lap, in fact, so that's not too great. And he had to come into the pits and sort of fix the damage before he carried on. But he had a lot of fun. That's the main thing. Hugo de Wit is backing up the rest of the field, getting ready for the start of race 2. And off we go. Hugo de Wit has started this race, and he's got Daniel Bex all over the back of him. He's had a good start, a good run at Hugo de Wit. Down to turn we go. We've got Keegan Payne also in close quarters. Keegan Payne. And here comes the move by Daniel Bex up the inside, and he's got him. Surely he's got him. He's got a better run of the last corner. Next corner is a left-hander. Here we go. Yes, Daniel Bex has gone to the front. So great move there by Bex. Exciting stuff. Keegan Payne, third position. He's also getting it done. Here comes Get a Fix as well. So the field nice and tight all together. You start race 2 of 4. And race 2, of course, this is where it all kicks off with the reverse grid start from the results from race 1 for the top 8. And Langenfeld already up into 6th position after starting 8th. He'll be looking to take it to the front runners. Oh, we have a look up the inside by Hugo de Wit. He's got him. Daniel Bex has run wide, and de Wit says thank you very much, and we got Get to Fix off, but no one to take advantage of that. Back to our race leaders. Bex wants that lead back. He's gone up the inside. Whoa, that's aggressive, and he's got him. Hugo de Wit's taking a bit of a hit. In fact, Daniel Bex has decided that was a bit unfair of him. Slow down and let Hugo de Wit back pass. A massive respect to Daniel Bex for doing that. That's what we'd like to see. If you think you've made an error, it's affected another driver, you should wait for that other driver to rejoin in front of you, and you can have another go after that. But as long as it's fair. So great sportsmanship-like behavior here from Daniel Bex. But he's got Grant Hyde, Get a Fix in 3rd position, wanting past as well. And of course, there's our race winner from race 1, Chris Langenfeld in 4th position. He wants another victory. Matthew Boy fast in race 1, also there in 5th position. He's brought Nazim Edwards along with him. Oh, and Get a Fix has run wide again. So Get a Fix struggling with consistency for the moment. Nazim Edwards too. He's right there. But it is Hugo de Wit leading the race so far. It's opened up almost a second gap back to Daniel Bex. With Langenfeld now into 3rd position. So Langenfeld and looking to take 2nd away up the inside. He has a look. But no, it doesn't quite work out that time. And we're going to go on board with Chris Langenfeld. He's got a run on Daniel Bex. Around the outside. Yes, he's got him. So Chris Langenfeld straight up into 2nd position. And he will now go after Hugo de Wit. A great fight here for race 2. A bit more exciting than what we saw in race 1. Matthew Boy in 5th position. On the field, Keegan Payne in 7th. Nathan Burkett in 8th. Devin Sparks in 9th, Ryan Hill in 10th position, Brafme 2 in 11th, Dawn DeToy in 12th position, Peter Keldernes in 13th position and struggling. I think he's trying out those soft tires, not quite working for him. But Hugo de Wit has got another 7 laps to keep fast, man. Chris Langerfeldt behind him. So if Hugo de Wit can defend, this will be the time we'll see it, that's for sure. Trying to make that Lotus Evora as wide as possible. On board now with Chris Langerfeldt. Working the wheel. But a good run on Hugo de Wit. There's that long right-hander, important to position your car right here for a good drive out of it. And Chris Langerfeldt has done exactly that. De Wit is feeding the pressure in run wide. De Wit is off and through goes Chris Langerfeldt to lead once again. Didn't take him long, took him 4 laps. 3 laps in fact. So De Wit has been demoted to 2nd position. Daniel Bex in 3rd. Fight between Get to Fix and Matthew Boy continues together with Nazim Edwards. Turn off, Hugo de Wit, our former race leader, is off and down to 6th position. I think Keegan Payne might have a go at nabbing it from him as well. Payne not quite close enough, unfortunately. We're going to go back to the battle for 2nd position. Get to Fix again off the circuit. Battling to keep control of the Lotus Evora. A bit of a wiggle there for him as well. Chris Langerfeldt again, the only one of the front runners really to be on the soft tire. Nazim Edwards is the next man on softs and he's in 5th position. The 4-way battle for 2nd position. Daniel Bex is the man in front so far. It's turning to the Bex train. Can we get some Bex on the Bex train? Yes, I went there. So, and Grant Hyde, Get a Fix, has got a good run. I mean, he's through to 2nd. That orange Evora has fought his way to 2nd position in the thick of the action. Bex onto 3rd, Boy in 4th position, looking to nab it from Bex. No, Bex maintains 3rd. Matthew Boy with a good run on Bex. Now down to turn 1 we go. I think this is going to be Boy moving up into 3rd position. No, it isn't. Bex swoops around the outside and he's got him. He's got him back. So great race driving here from the man on debut, Daniel Bex. Oh, he's gone off. Just as I say that, typical commentator's curse. And Matthew Boy says, I'll have some of that. But it doesn't quite make that move either. Bex is determined to finish in 3rd position. You know, Chris Langerfeldt, of course, has disappeared up the road. He's got a solid 4-second lead gap back to Get a Fix. Look back here from Bex. It is Boy, he's alongside of him. The Boy has finally got his man. No, he hasn't. So those wide lines for Bex are working to defend from Boy. But he's got him now. Boy is up into 3rd position. Or can Bex take it away from him under braking? No, he can't. He's too far back. A great fight this. Nazim Edwards too. I want to get past Bex as soon as possible if he can. Of course, on that soft tire. Back to Keegan Payne in 6th position. Stefan Sparks in 7th. Nathan Pickett on 8th position. And our former race leader, Hugo de Wit, down to 9th position. Ryan Hill, top 10 for him so far. Sean DeToy, 11th. Ralph Me2 in 12th. Back with our race leader, Chris Langerfeld. Fortunately for us, the field is all pretty evenly spread out at the moment. No battles really happening. Peter Gelder is unfortunately down a lap as well, so I think he also connection problems again. Oh, Geldernes. I see Chris Langefeld now on camera. Very smooth driver, late on the brakes as well. Braking and picking his turning point very well around the Zandvoort circuit. All about momentum. And certainly doing it well. Stunning gentle inputs, not to unsettle the weight transfer of the car too much, and just pitching the car as much as he needs to, and letting it run wide, putting on the power nice and early, and sitting looking very comfortable. He is about to start lap 9 of 11. Already enjoying an 8-second lead back to this man, Getafix. Oh, he's almost got it wrong there. Nazim is going to have a much better drive. Yes, he must be catching him all the time now. He 2 runs wide. Nazim pushing hard. Oh, we've got a spin here for Matthew Boy. Just notice the rear starting to move around, and soon enough, around goes the rear. The Matthew Boy recovers. That's nice the position as well. So still maintains 5th position, just ahead of Keegan Payne. And there's Chris Langevoort on the final lap of the race, and he's just got around 3 or 4 corners remaining to take his second victory of the evening. Pretty easy for him, it must be said. After starting in 8th position, he's fought his way up into the lead of this race. Langevoort rounds the final turn to take victory number 2. Gets a fix, will get second. Nazim Edwards will complete the podium. And Daniel Bex will get 4th position. Matthew Boy 5th. Keegan Payne, 6th position for him. Stefan Sparks 7th. Always improving, Stefan Sparks. Keeps moving up the order, great to see. Nathan Burkett in 8th position. Hugo de Wit, our once race leader of this race, currently in 9th position. That's where he'll finish. And Ryan Hill will again complete the top 10. De Toy has a spin on the final lap. Coming brought me to just nursing it home. We claim that'll be 11th position. Yes, it will be. Well, that concludes race 2 here at Zandvoort. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the qualifying session for race 3. Until then, we'll be back. Welcome back to Zandvoort for race 3 and 4 for our open racing event this evening. And it's just 6 minutes remaining for the final practice session before qualifying 2. And I think we're in for a real treat here because Chris Langeveld has again rejoined for race 3. And in fact, we're joined by Chase Gunter. Now, Chase Gunter is a very quick sim racer here at Sim Race South Africa. He got a podium during the final round of the South African Sim GT Series, the 2017.1 season at Spa-Francorchamps, where he won the team's championship together with teammate Nick Hodgson. So I think we're going for a treat here between Chase Gunter and Chris Langeveld for victory in race 3. And I think we look forward to seeing how that develops. Leandre Sparks has joined from the YouTube chat and straight onto the circuit for qualifying 2. If his dad decides to join as well, Stefan Sparks. He did pretty well in race 1 and 2 this evening. Let's see if he rejoins for race 3. Currently only 12 drivers so far for race 3. Of course, the circuit can only handle 6 more drivers, of course. Being Zandvoort, Assetto Corsa, only 18 drivers here at Zandvoort compared to 24 for the rest of the circuits, unfortunately. Langeveld has really put on a 40.4, is about half a second slower than his fastest time ever. But Chase Gunter a bit off the pace at the moment, so about 2 seconds off the pace. I'd expect him to find it as we progress through the session and into qualifying. Peter Calvin has also got a bit quicker. He's up to a 41.6. Here comes Langeveld, matching his best time so far with a 39.956. Matthew Boy as well joined the server. There's Quinty in the pits, no doubt he's making a couple of changes to the setup of the Lotus Evora to try and suit his driving style. Chris Langeveld is on absolute fire here at Zandvoort. I'm not sure if anybody can take it to him. Just under 2 minutes remaining now to the start of the qualifying session. Second qualifying session. Zandvoort currently in 7th. Hasn't actually set a flying lap yet. I think he's in fact on an out lap. Oh, he did set a 45.806. Getting a bit of wiggle on there, and the Evora upset through that last corner, and off he goes, where he does recover pretty well. Nazim Edwards also decided to join the party. Dan Loebscher also joined for race 3. Great to see him. After missing out of the action in race 1 and 2. Haroff also making a return to racing at Simba, South Africa after I think it must be about a year and a bit's break. Great to see Quinton back in action. Okay, 12 seconds to go before qualifying 2 gets underway. Of course, this is to decide the grid for race 3. Qualifying is underway. Who's out of the blocks first? Here's Nazim Edwards. Decided he's going to lead the field out of the pits. Off he goes. Andrew Sparks is second out of the pits. Nathan Burkett third. Leandro Sparks now will be the first man to complete the flying lap. Leandro Sparks across the line to do a 41.2. Not too bad for Leandro's first ever flying lap. Nathan Burkett will go 41.9. He was third. Nazim Edwards the 42.2. So Nazim slightly off pace. Can do a bit better than that, I reckon. This Langerfeld, I think, also is... He's on his first flying lap too. See how he does. There's Quinto also on a flying lap. Leandro Sparks currently provisionally on pole position. Chris Langerfeld's about to complete his first flying lap. Let's see what he can produce. And Chase Good is coming up just behind him as well. Chris running slightly wide, they're catching a bit of dirt. So would have compromised his momentum through that last corner. Let's see what he does. The 40.459 straight up into provisional pole position. And here comes Chase Gunter to complete his first flying lap. Let's see what he can do. And he has done a 41.948. So Chase Gunter still getting to grips with this Lotus Evora GTC as he gets it all sideways once again. Let's compromise his delta time. He's down about half a second. Who else is on a fast lap? There's the Dalport is also on a flying lap. Oh, I just lost the back end, unfortunately. Hugo de Wit is up 3 tenths in his best delta time. I don't think that will see him improve anyway. Leandro Sparks slightly up on his delta, but not much though. See what he can do through this tight left-hander. Losing out slightly. Oh, it's got great momentum through there when he loses it all. So pushing a bit too hard, unfortunately. The edge is not going faster. Langerfeld's again faster, up a 10th. Still 4 tenths down in his quickest. Langerfeld will do a 40.1. Moves by 2/10. Matthew Boy now averages second with a 40.9. Langenfeld in a bit of traffic at the moment. He's 3/10 up on his Delta time, so this is hurting. Nazim Edwards is 2 on a flying lap, and he's not obliged to let Chris Langenfeld through if he's on a flying lap himself, and he's not. And Nazim Edwards as well within his rights to keep going. He is up 4/10 up on his best Delta time, although he's lost out through that corner exit slightly. But Edwards looking to improve up into his 6th position if he can. Dan Lobsha up here, 6/10 on his best Delta time. But that won't be enough for him to improve, unfortunately. Nathan Burkett, 6th position, not improving. Chase Gunter now up at 10th. Let's follow him through this start of the lap, or throughout the lap. Matthew Boy has improved. He's only about 7/10 behind Chris Langenfeld. Langenfeld not enjoying such a gap that he's enjoying in race 1 and 2, or qualifying 1 at least. He's going to up a 7/10, but he gets it all wrong and throws it away, unfortunately. Chase is showing some good pace. Let's see if he can get across the line for another flying lap, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. See if he can improve the under braking. We go tight right-hander, then the left-hander, another tight left-hander. Can he at least beat Peter Geldernes to 4th position? Trying to keep it flat through here, he does so. Almost 2/10 quicker. This will give him 4th position, yes it will. He's going to try and go for, no, he pulls out of it. But Chase going up into 4th position with a 41.7. At 1.6 seconds off the pace, unfortunately. There's yet another pole position for Chris Langenfeld. Matthew Boy will start from 2nd. Leandre Sparks from 3rd. Chase Gunter from 4th. Peter Geldernes from 5th. Nathan Burkett from 6th. Nazim Edwards 7th. Hugo de Wit 8th. Quinton Harhoff in 9th. And Shan Lobshaw completely top 10. Where's Delport will get 11th position. We got 30 seconds away from the gridding for race 3. Can anybody take it to Chris Langenfeld? That is the question. Chris Langerfeld has once again begun the formation lap for race 3. He's got Matthew Boy starting from 2nd, Leandro Sparks from 3rd, Chase Gunter from 4th, Peter Caldenes from 5th, Nathan Paquette from 6th position, Azim Edwards from 7th, Hugo David from 8th, Wesley Darbut from 9th, Quinton Hara from 9th, Shane Lobsher completes the field in top 10. Well, we had a spin 11th, and we had a spin there. Who is that? And I've got a feeling that's Peter Caldenes getting a bit too aggressive on the formation lap, and around he goes. He will start from 11th position. Chris Langerfeld back into the field nice and slow. He is able to speed up to race pace from now, anytime from now. And off he goes. Got a gap back to Matthew Boy, but his boy's actually got a good run on him. Here we go, Matthew Boy. He's going to have a go at Gracie to Chris Langerfeld into turn 1. And Leandro Sparks is right with him too. But if Matthew Boy gets his braking right, he'll be leading this race, and he's done it. Langerfeld trying to go on the outside. Langerfeld's got a great run on. Please run wide. Surely. No, Langerfeld's back into the outside. Oh, and this Matthew Boy's had a lag moment there. Saw the car move up, and out he goes. And Matthew Boy is down to, I think, 11th and last, unfortunately. Langerfeld leads, survives that attack by Matthew Boy. Leandro Sparks in 2nd, Chase Gunter in 3rd. Chase Gunter, part of the Dodge and Gut racing team that won the 2017.1 South African Sim GD Teams Championship outright. Both him and teammate Nick Hodgson, both in their rookie year in the South African Sim GD series, so that was quite an achievement that Chase Gunter and Nick Hodgson pulled off. Well, congratulations to them once again. But Chase Gunter's got his hands full here, currently running in 3rd position. We've got someone off in the background as well. Gunter looking to challenge for 2nd position on the medium tyre as well. Chris Langerfeld sticking with that soft tyre, interestingly enough, making it work for him. I think the soft tyre is probably the faster tyre, but it takes quite a bit more management compared to the medium tyre, and around goes Sparks, almost. And Nathan Burkett is going to have both of them. He goes, swoops around the outside, so thank you very much, gents. I will go straight to 2nd position. And Nathan Burkett, his debut racing evening with us at Sim South Africa, straight into 2nd position in race 3. Leandro Sparks with a bit of a lag moment too as well. He's down to 6th position. Certainly going all Chris Langerfeld's way at the moment. But interesting enough, the top 3 runners all on soft tyres now. Paquette 2nd, Edwards in 3rd position. Out of nowhere is Edwards straight up into 3rd. Nathan Burkett was AWD Nate from last open race event evening. Thank you, Wesley Ferrant, in the TeamSpeak chat. It's great to know. But as soon as I've said that, Nathan Burkett is down to 10th position after a spin, unfortunately. Edwards having a go at Chase Gunter for 2nd. Didn't quite pull that off. But a fight here between Hugo De Witt and Leandro Sparks for 4th position. Peter Caldenas battling with Matthew Boy. These two drivers out of position. They're quite a bit quicker than this, so expect them to come through the field. We see Caldenas put a move on Delport. Delport running wide. That's allowed Matthew Boy to catch up to him. Boy again with running wide, getting all sideways. We'll stay in 8th position. And Chris Langefeld's not disappearing up the road from Chase Gunther. Gunther's starting to close up to him. The gap is down to just a second. Gunther moving away from Edwards now towards Langefeld. Gunther up about a second and a bit on his best Alpha time as well, so Gunther's really starting to get used to that Evora GTC and the driving style it demands. It's a major difference between Gunther and Langefeld is the tyre choice, of course. Langefeld on the softs, Gunther on the mediums. And, that should play into Gunther's hands as the race goes on. Again, Gunther up 2/10 in his best of this, and Gunther's starting to fly now. Sparks is now caught up to Edwards to challenge him for that final podium position. Suddenly Chris Langfeld's put the hammer down and opened up a second more on Gunther. Chris Langfeld's actually in fact half a second up on his best Alpha time. It's decided now is the time to really push for it. Gunther also up 6/10 on his best Alpha time. Sparks has in fact decided to retire from this race. There might have been a disconnection as well. I just saw that he left the server. So Chris Langenfeld's last lap with a 41.118, and Chase Gunther was up to 41.263, so lapping within a tenth of a second to Chris Langenfeld. So I think what we're going to see, when we expect to see a bit of a better challenge here from Chase Gunther towards Chris Langenfeld, perhaps in the final race this evening, the next race coming up. Langenfeld now suddenly half a second down his best out, so perhaps the soft tires are starting to let go now, and this is working into the hands of Chase Gunther, because he's 2/10 up now. So Chase Gunther has in fact pulled a second back on Chris Langenfeld. We've got Shane Loebscher making himself scarce, letting the front runners through. Great stuff there from Shane Loebscher. Nazim Edwards about to put a lap on him as well, currently in third position. Leandro Sparks is reporting in the YouTube chat that he had problems with these pedals. They keep disconnecting and connecting the whole time. And that's put him out there running for any further racing this evening, unfortunately. We hope he gets that sorted out as soon as possible. Does Leandro check for a loose connection? Maybe there's a wire that's come loose or something. Sounds like that. Chase Gunther is closing the gap all the time towards Chris Langenfeld, but I fear that he's going to run out of time. And Chris Langenfeld has just started lap 9 of 11. Again, Langenfeld's up on his delta time, and Gunther's down on his. So, interesting strategies being played out here. Langenfeld sort of slowing down, probably looking off the tires, letting the temperatures go down a bit, and then giving it a final push towards the end of the race. Very intelligent driving here by Chris Langenfeld. Nice fight here developing between Peter Gelderneus and Matthew Boy. This is for 5th position. Chris 959 enjoying almost a 4-second get back to Chase Quinter. So well and truly command for yet another victory this evening. This will be 3 for 3. And yet another victory for Chris Langeveld. Congratulations to him. Victory number 3. Chase Quinter will get second. Nazim Edwards. Heard him result for him. Peter Caldenes will get 4th position after falling to the back of the field. So good fight back there by Peter Caldenes. Matthew Boy will get 5th position. Dan Nobsha will bring up the field in 10th position. Hugo De Witt will get 6th. Nathan Burkett will get 7th. He's won his battle with Wesley Dalport. First race back after a long break is Quentin Haroff. He'll get 9th position. And Lobsha is warping up the field in 10th position, of course. In a minute's time or so, we'll start the gridding for the final race this evening, race 4. A reverse grids start for the top 8 runners from the result for race 3, this last race. I look forward to an exciting race like we saw in race 2. Those opening 2 or 3 laps were very exciting to watch. And we'll be hoping for more in race 4, coming up in around 20 odd seconds. Of course, if you're watching this, you want to get involved in the action at SimRace South Africa, you're welcome to visit our website at simracesa.co.za. Have a look on our forums page, register on the forum, and have a look at the open racing events section and put your name down for an event of your choice. We do run the simulator Assetto Corsa, and our new Pro Series season starts in the 2nd week of September. You're very welcome to sign up for that season. Pro Series, of course, is our South African Sim GT Series, which is basically based on the GT3 cars. But you need to earn your spot on the grid for the Pro Split by doing well in the qualifying races and last chance qualifier sessions beforehand to earn your spot on the 20 car grid. Otherwise, you're welcome to race in the AM Split if you're not quite quick enough. That's no problem. And the top 3 from the AM Split get to race in the following Pro Split round after that. So it's well worth to take part in the AM Split. Of course, with the reverse grid started, is Chris Langeveld starting down in 8th position now, but let's just run through the order from the top. Wesley Darport from 1st position, Nathan Burkett from 2nd, Hugo de Wit from 3rd, Matthew Boy from 4th, Peter Calvanes from 5th, Nazim Edwards from 6th, Chase Gunter from 7th, and Chris Langeveld from 8th position. Quentin Haroff will start from 9th position to round up the field. Just 9 participants in this race, the last race of the evening. Darport now backing up the field for the final time this evening. This is in fact the first time Wesley Darport is leading the field, starting from pole position, so I'm sure the nerves will be affect him somewhat. But anyway, here we go. It is the start of the race. Wesley can now speed up from any time now. Very cool. Nathan Burkett leads the field ahead of Wesley Darport in 2nd position. Hugo de Wit in 3rd, followed by Matthew Boy in 4th. Peter Calvanes in 5th. Nazim Woodard in 6th. And then Chase Good in 7th. Chris Langeveld in 8th position still. So I think we can look forward to Chase Gunter and Chris Langeveld. Oh, we've had someone off. Who's that? I think it's Peter Calvanes. He's had a number of excursions this evening. Around he goes. There's Quintus, thanks very much. He's up into 5th position. Someone else has also fallen off. There's Nazim Edwards too, down to 9th position. But anyway, it's Nathan Burkett leading the way. Hugo de Wit gets challenged by Matthew Boy, but de Wit survives yet another corner. 3rd position. Esquinda still leads Chris Langerfeldt in 5th position. Oh, we had a spin. Where's the Dalport down from 2nd position down to 6th? De Wit number to 2nd position. Go on board with Chris Langerfeldt, currently in 5th position. He's chasing down Chase Gunter, looking for a move on Gunter. Doesn't quite work. All the time, Nathan Burkett is disappearing up the road in 1st position. He's got a 3-second gap back to 2nd place man Hugo de Wit. And Chase Gunter goes defensive on Chris Langerfeldt. A good job by Langerfeldt. Now what can he do with it? Which has got a good run on Matthew Boy. Boy is also trying to challenge de Wit for 2nd. Gonna go on board with Gunter in the slipstream of Boy. But he's got nowhere to go, decides to tap out of it, probably wisely so. Very late on the brakes is Matthew Boy. Boy now up into 2nd. He has to put a move on de Wit. De Wit demoted to 3rd, and suddenly under pressure from Chase Gunter has got a very determined Chris Langerfeldt behind him. Frantic stuff here at Zandvoort to race 4. And Warner with Chris Langerfeldt looking for an outside line around Chase Gunter. That's brave. Inside, no. Chase Gunter makes that Lotus Evora very wide. Runs wide as well. Interesting line. Oh, and Chase Gunter's run wide. Off he goes. Manages to keep pointing in the right direction, but he's lost a position. And Chris Langerfeldt's gone up a position as well. Or has he? De Wit fights back. De Wit's been very impressive this evening, I must say. His first evening with us. That's a potential from Hugo de Wit. Around the outside goes Langerfeldt. The late lunge here by Chase Gunter up the inside. No, not quite happening. De Wit also late on the brakes, not having none of it. We just got a good drive out of that last corner. No, De Wit cuts him off. Boy in 2nd position, but Nathan Burkett is still enjoying a comfortable margin back to Matthew Boy. Gunter still behind De Wit. Peter Keldernes in 6th position. Quentin Haroff is fighting Nazim Edwards for 7th. Wesley Darport is bringing up the field in 9th position. corner. Around goes Burkett, our race leader. And that hands the lead to Matthew Boy, gift wrapped. And Chris Langefeld moving to second as well. And Chase Gunter's also had a problem. Around he goes. We've got a couple of problems in that corner. I don't know what's happened. It's like almost like someone's left a bit of oil behind. Not experienced that in the Assetto Corsa before, but perhaps that's what's happened. Oh, a bit of contact here between Edwards and Harhoff. Langefeld straight after Matthew Boy. He's about 8/10 behind him. Half a second up in his best after time. Can Chris Langefeld make it 4 victories out of 4 races this evening? I think it's the first time that anyone's done that since we started the 4-race format at SimRace South Africa. Or will Matthew Boy spoil the party and defend? Keep him behind him. It is Matthew Boy continues to lead this race. He's got 4 laps remaining. He's just started lap 7 of 11. Can he keep Chris Langefeld behind him? Can he keep Chris Langefeld from making it 4 from 4? I think it's the first time, if he is to do it, it's the first time anyone's done it since we started this 4-race format for the open racing at SimRace South Africa. Born now, Chris Langefeld. Matthew Boy looking very composed out of that last corner, getting good drive, opening the gap to Chris Langefeld. Matthew Boy also on the soft tire. Hey, it's going to just tag the rear of Nathan Burkett. He's going to wait for him, I think. Back to our race leaders, and Langefeld's got a run on Matthew Boy's outside line, no? Boy goes very late, too late. Boy has thrown it away. Off he goes. And through goes Chris Langefeld to lead once again for the 4th time this evening. Nathan Burkett has rejoined in front of Chase Gunter. Chase Gunter 2 waiting for Nathan Burkett after causing that contact from what I could see. Holden-Jones is battling with De Wit and Edwards. Great fight, a 3-way fight for 6th position. Nice and tight. Oh, we had a spin. Who's that? It's Nathan Burkett. Around he goes again. He decided to call it a night. But That has allowed Chase Gunter up into third position, but 24 seconds behind second place man Matthew Boy. Unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. It's looking to be a great finish. Unfortunately, it's gone pear-shaped for us. The field is now evenly separated, except there's a great fight for fourth position between Holden-Jones and Edwards. Just 0.2 seconds between that. Well, they're side by side now. Side by side. Edwards looking to go on the outside. I don't think that's going to work. We're going to go on board with Edwards, and Holden-Jones shuts him out. Holden-Jones on the medium tire, Nazim Edwards on the soft tire. Gerald Smith has decided to join the server, albeit it is about 2 laps before the end of the last race this evening, unfortunately for him. Maybe he just wants to get his name on the last stream. Let's just say that. Edwards with a good run into the straight. He's got a good, yeah, he's got a run on Holden-Jones. Holden-Jones does not go defensive. Edwards goes the inside line. Perhaps he's a bit faster to use the outside line to turn one. Turn one is cambered so you can do that. No. Yes, Edwards has passed Holden-Jones. So good move there by Edwards. Masterclass performances by Chris Langeveld this evening. Great to watch. I really hope we're going to see him in the 2017.2 Pro Series, the South African Sim GT Series. The first qualifier for the first round is in the second week of September. That date, I'll tell you now exactly what date that is. It's on the 11th of September is when the 2017.2 season kicks off. The first qualifying race for the first round. Of course, if you don't qualify for the Pro Split, you're welcome to race in the AM Split version. It'll probably be called something else for next season. But the slightly slower split compared to the top split, the top 20 drivers. Of course, that also allows you to race with other drivers of a similar skill level to yourself. Just a lap and a half remaining now for Chris Langeveld. Holden-Jones now coming to pressure from De Wit. As Holden-Jones gets it wrong over the run, he goes. Through goes De Wit into 5th position. Holden-Jones in 6th, of course. Karov in 7th. Langeveld just got half a lap remaining to secure his 4th victory of the evening. Can you believe it? Great performance. Chris Langeveld will make it 4 victories from 4 races. What an unbelievable performance by him. Congratulations to him once again, for the 4th time this evening. Matthew Boy will get a strong second. And Chase Quinter will get the final podium result. Nazim Edwards. Look at you, got De Wit all over him. Oh, here comes everyone. De Wit and then make contact. They both go off. And Edwards is going to rejoin in front of De Wit. That's good. De Wit just getting his brake marker a bit wrong there, causing that contact. But all is well that ends well. Edwards will get 4th position. De Wit 5th. Caldenes will come home in 6th position for race 4. Quentin Harhoff will bring up the field in 7th position. Well, that rounds. That concludes this evening's racing. Thank you very much for watching this open race event this evening with me, Jason Holden-Jones. Thank you very much for watching. Our next stream will be on Monday evening. The race post hasn't gone out just yet, but keep an eye on the forums for the next event. And if you're wanting to join in the action, you're very welcome to do so. Send me a message on the private forum if you're not quite sure what to do. I'm always willing to help. You can email me on jason@simracesa.co.za as well. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Congratulations to Chris Langeveld once again, an incredible performance. Well, until the next time, cheers for now. Goodbye.